Microphone check. Mine.
Testing, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, upstairs. You graduated, man. Please welcome our Dean, Dr. Paul Shepson.
Good afternoon. It is truly a great day today. So welcome to the 2022 graduation ceremony for the School of Marine and Atmospheric Sciences. I'm Paul Shepson, Dean of the school, and I'm truly honored to kick off this celebration of our students' achievements, those achievements of your family members, your pride and joy. This is the first in-person convocation we've had since 2019, and we are delighted to be here in person. Way to go. Graduates, you did it. Your hard work and determination, your late nights without sleep, and your diligent efforts to help get us all past the COVID era, hopefully, right, have finally paid off. Way to go. However, you would not be here without the support of others. Let's take this opportunity to acknowledge relatives, siblings, grandparents, family and friends who have assisted you along the way. They have sacrificed for you, worried about you, that's what some of them do, and given you their unconditional love. We are here today to pay tribute and honor to our graduates. And college graduate is a very important life honor. But I want to recognize one of the most honorable titles in the world. Mom. Mom, are you proud? Oh, and you too, Dad, you're important too, right? Thank you to all. You did it too. So congratulations to all of you. Let us all thank the professors who have taught you, counseled you, and the staff who have cared for you and assisted you. Congratulations and thank you to all those in the School of Marine and Atmospheric Sciences who have helped you reach this fantastic goal. Objectively speaking, I firmly believe that you have chosen your educational focus wisely. Rarely has there been a time when we need young professionals in the field of environmental sciences more than now. In the spirit of the phrase, we do not inherit the earth from our ancestors, we borrow it from our children. You are with us, the shepherds of our planet, and I hope we have educated you well. I regret that my generation is leaving you folks with a number of serious challenges like microplastics, nitrogen outflow, ocean acidification, and climate change, which is changing the very face and nature of our planet. Oh my God, this is scary. But, next page. There's a but. It's a good one. There is hope. Just look around you. You are all unique and marvelous expressions of the hopefulness of the future. You are all highly capable of doing great things, making the world a much better place, and doing things that others will someday look at and think are pure magic. So I'm going to leave you with some inspiring words from one of my heroes, a man who exemplified peace, courage and humility. Congressman John Lewis. Congressman Lewis said about a group of young environmental activists just like you, and I quote, "These young people are saying we all have a right to know what is in the air we breathe, in the water we drink, and the food we eat. It is our responsibility to leave this planet cleaner and greener. That must be our legacy." And he said, "You are a light. You are the light. Never let anyone, any person, or any force dampen, dim, or diminish your light." So I am urging you, be unique, be special, and give of yourself to others, and give back to the earth that has so effectively supported humanity. And in this spirit, please remember that you are forever part of SoMAS, part of the SoMAS family. Stay connected. We want to hear from you. Congratulations, class of 2022. And now it is my honor to introduce our keynote speaker. In case you're wondering, it's not me, Dr. Marcy Bortman. Dr. Bortman is currently Conservation and Science Director at the Nature Conservancy in Huntington. I want to start by saying that Dr. Bortman is very smart. First, she came to SoMAS and chose Dr. Larry Swanson as her PhD advisor. That's very smart indeed, as he was one of the smartest, but more importantly, one of the kindest men I have ever known. Marcy also decided to do her PhD studying water quality issues in St. Thomas in the Virgin Islands. Way to go, Marcy. Not to detract from her, she did, as we like to say in SoMAS, a boatload of work to obtain her PhD. I know, I have it right here. It's heavy. So, Marcy obtained her BS in geology, geography, and marine affairs from University of Rhode Island, and an MS in oceanography and coastal management from Florida Institute of Technology. Along with her work with the Nature Conservancy to protect the lands, quote, "protect the lands and waters on which all life depends," she is also the New York Governor's appointee for the Ocean Acidification Task Force and serves on the steering committee for the New York Climate Assessment. Thank you for everything you do, and take it away, Marcy.
You may now be seated.
You want to read it again?
Hello, graduates, and congratulations, class of 2022. So, yeah, you can clap for yourselves. As a proud alum, I am so honored to be here today. Dean Shepson, and faculty, and parents, and most especially graduating students, thank you so much for inviting me. So my sister, who is a former dean at a college on the West Coast, she told me I need to be funny today, crack some jokes, tell an amusing story about myself. And I thought, oh boy, now I'm supposed to all of a sudden be a comic. But I said, that's just way too much pressure. And she agreed and said, well, at a minimum, tell an interesting story that has a message. And I thought, okay, I can do that. So I don't have any jokes to tell, but I do have a secret to tell you. So back in the day, I was a hardworking master's student. I stayed up late many nights doing homework and writing papers. in studying for exams and undertaking research and working on my thesis. Does this sound familiar? And then I got my first real professional job as a legislative staffer working on Capitol Hill. I thought, okay, now I can relax, I can reclaim my time, enjoy life, because I won't be spending hours and hours studying and learning and discussing and experimenting and analyzing and writing and taking exams. However, the hours working as a congressional staffer unofficially were 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. And oh yeah, there were many working weekends too. It was fast-paced, real life, and the 6-term congressman I worked for was both nice and very intimidating. The first week on the job, he told me not to do anything like my predecessor. He didn't want the same old, same old. He wanted a new voice, a new style for his speeches, and new ideas for his environmental legislative agenda. Except he wasn't giving up on this one passion he had to pass a federal law to end the ocean dumping of sewage sludge that communities in New Jersey and New York had been doing for decades. By the way, he was a congressman from New Jersey, and he had been spending 12 years trying to pass this law. I hadn't even known that this activity was occurring. This congressman that I worked for was an honorable, smart, former prosecutor who would calmly ask me question after question after question, often until I got to the point where I would say, I don't know, I will have to get back to you on that. And that would end what felt like the cross-examination. And only then was he satisfied that we both knew the line between what I knew and what I didn't, versus what I needed to know in order to do the job at the level he needed and wanted. The first time this happened, I felt like I was way over my head. And I thought, oh no, I am not trained for this job. But the secret, I want to tell you, is that while I may have never written a speech for a congressman or crafted legislation before this job, what I learned at college and graduate school had direct application. In college, if you were paying attention, you learned to ask questions, to read and read and read some more, to write, to absorb and process information. You learned to think critically and form opinions and hypotheses worthy of testing, to do research. It all applies. But your learning doesn't end after you get a degree. What I learned at this particular job early in my career was the art of civil discourse. I learned to remain calm when people said things I disliked, to foster dialogue, to be respectful even when the other party disagreed. I learned to negotiate and to seek compromise without going past my bottom line. I learned the importance of dignity and humility in discourse. There is an undeniable need to move not just our hearts into a deeper understanding, but also our full selves into the work of greater change. And now, more than ever, we need to create spaces where meaningful and necessary dialogue can occur. So after a number of years as a congressional staffer, I decided to return to graduate school to become more grounded in science and get a PhD here at Stony Brook, woohoo, with the late, great Larry Swanson. I wanted to work at the nexus of science and policy. And because of the time I spent working with the congressman to draft legislation and successfully get a law passed, the Ocean Dumping Ban Act, the law he had been trying to pass for over a decade, I specifically wanted to learn more about the science of marine pollution in order to ensure better laws and regulations. And so I was back to long days and late nights studying and reading and writing and asking questions and researching and being pushed to think critically and to develop hypotheses worthy of testing. And the PhD I earned here led me to a magical career at the Nature Conservancy, a science-based environmental not-for-profit organization. So, my message to you is to take a well-deserved mini break and reflect on your accomplishment, and know that what you just went through will repeat itself over and over again. What you are made of will come through again and again, as it did in getting you here today. Fuel your passions by pursuing your dreams. Use the skills and knowledge you've learned to prepare yourself, and know that lifelong learning is part of the journey to success. Thank you.
We would now like to introduce Dr. Brian Coley to begin the awarding of certificates in atmospheric sciences. Miles Litzman. Deshaun Robinson. Julia Tetrault. We would now like to introduce Dr. Darcy Lonsdale to award the certificates in environmental studies. Samuel Bauer. Chloe Chen. Douglas Clare. Mira Curdy. Barbara Delaney. Christina DeVito. Christopher Eagler. Brooke Ferreira. Elliot Fisher. Richard Gutierrez. Kristen Hutz. Tatum Kauka. Matthew Lauer. Jessica Liu. Kenny Lin. Tongyu Liu. Peter Martin. Daniel McCoy. Olivia McGranigan. Catherine Miller. Sarah Moore. James Pizarro. Quinn Plunkett. Tyler Potter. Eureka Tomita. Caitlin Voltaggio. Willow Wilsensky. We will now award the certificates in marine sciences. Zoe Brown. Davis Bush. Lucas Chen. Corinne Kremer. Lang Ming. Jessica Semp. We will now award the certificates in marine vertebrate biology. Grace On. Samantha Applin. Travis Cutter. Sierra Drury. Talia Fraser. Karina Lara. Justin Nerona. Stephanie Ryder. Valerie Ryder. Jessica Salmon. Sarah Spencer. Hossein Ukchal. Sierra Drury. We would now like to introduce Dr. Donovan Finn to award the certificates in coastal environmental studies. Ansel Juan. Sarah Kelly. Nicholas Ring. Elena Sudano. Amanda Thomas. We will now award the certificates in ecosystems and human impact. Myra Arshad. Jessica Esposito. Emily Farrell. David Lopew. Johanna Mitra. Francesca Paduano. Joshua Yu. We will now award the certificates in environmental design, policy, and planning. Leah Carpenter. Anne Green. Ibrahim Job. Alexander Kutsupus. Linus Levy. Victoria Rachmansky. We will now award the certificates in environmental humanities. Amber Pavek. George Sakados. Catherine Summerson. Andrew Wong. Sophia Zukowski. We will now award the certificates in sustainability studies. Alec Miranda. Laura Monjes Velazquez. Kenneth Rothwell. Maylin Stout. Elizabeth Suarez Ortega. This concludes the awarding of the undergraduate certificates. We would now like to invite our dean, Dr. Paul Shepson, to the podium.
Degrees with distinction are conferred on candidates for the Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Science who have achieved academic excellence. The levels of distinction are summa cum laude with an overall GPA of 3.85, magna cum laude, a GPA of 3.7, and cum laude 3.5. Will all the students who have met the criteria rise in place all at once and be acknowledged? Excellent. Fantastic achievement. Please be seated. We will now recognize the Undergraduate Research Award winners. The first of these is Myra Arshad. Please come to the stage. Her thesis title is The Impact of Polyethylene and Chitin-Based Leachates on Earthworm Health. And Sharon should be here to award the certificate. Next is David Lopew. The effect of polypropylene leachate and oxodegradable leachate on earthworm health. Next is Johanna Mitra. The relationship between worm soil preferences and worm health in a contaminated world. Professor Pokron is busy. Go Wormland. Next is James Pizarro, who was advised by Professor Kamazima Luisa. The title of his thesis is Environmental Factors on Hudson River Vessel Traffic During Winter. Last but not least is Jessica Salmon, advised by Professor Bradley Peterson. What role do Jamaican marine protected areas play in changing fish biodiversity? I don't know. Congratulations and good work to all of you.
We would now like to invite Mr. Frank Rothel, Alumni Relations Representative, to the podium to present the Stony Brook Alumni Association's Dean's Choice Awards.
Congratulations, everyone. It gives me great pleasure to congratulate all of you on achieving your goal of earning your degree from the School of Marine and Atmospheric Sciences here at Stony Brook University. As a member of the Alumni Association, I am pleased to welcome you to a lifelong membership in our association. On behalf of the Alumni Association, I am honored to present the School of Marine and Atmospheric Sciences Dean's Choice Awards. These prestigious awards are sponsored by the Stony Brook Alumni Association and offer each academic dean the opportunity to select students to be recognized for academic excellence. Please join me in congratulating this year's recipients. In the area of atmospheric sciences, I'd like to invite Julia Tetrault to come forward. After graduation, Julia plans working in Tucson, Arizona at the National Weather Service as a weather forecaster. In the area of coastal environmental studies, Ansel Wang After graduation, Ansel will be pursuing a career in the United States Coast Guard. With a very impressive GPA of 4.0, our next recipient is Johanna Mitra for Ecosystems and Human Impacts. After graduation, Johanna plans on spending the summer working as an environmental educator and hopes to later apply for the graduate program in wildlife conservation. Our next recipient is Linus Levy for Environmental Design, Policy, and Planning. After graduation, Linus will be starting a full-time job with a small environmental planning firm in Brooklyn, New York. Congratulations. James Pizarro with a GPA of 3.98, not too shabby, okay, is our next recipient in environmental studies. After graduation, James will be attending training in New London, Connecticut to commission as an officer in the United States Coast Guard. Congratulations. Well, another 3.98 GPA goes to Sophia Zukowski in Environmental Humanities. After graduation, Sophia will pursue a master's degree in earth sciences with a specialization in global environmental change and policy at VU University in Amsterdam and hopes to pursue a career in environmental policy. Congratulations. In marine vertebrate biology, the recipient is Jessica Salmon. After graduation, Jessica will be attending SoMAS Master's Program in Marine Conservation and Policy. And our final recipient is in Sustainability Studies, and that is Kenneth Rothwell. After graduation, Kenneth will begin a career as a recycling manager for Winter Brothers Waste Systems here on Long Island. Each of these recipients and all the graduates have really exciting futures ahead of them, and we're proud of all your accomplishments. Stay in touch with SoMAS and Stony Brook University, and best wishes to all of you.
We would now like to invite Dr. Brian Coley to the podium to present the Petra M. Udelhoffen Memorial Scholarship Award and Timothy Magnuson Memorial Scholarship.
Good afternoon. It's my pleasure to introduce the Petra Udelhoffen Memorial Scholarship. This scholarship was set up in the honor of the late Dr. Udelhoffen, who was a research assistant professor at SoMAS in the early 2000s, who made significant contributions to the atmospheric science program back then. This scholarship is for $1,000, and it's awarded annually to an undergraduate entering his or her senior year of studies in the atmospheric sciences Bachelor of Science program. This year, we actually have two exceptional candidates, so we usually have one per year, but this year we have two. The first one is Joseph Moses. He unfortunately can't be here, but I'd like to give him a round of applause. Jason Barr is here, so I would like to invite him up to receive his award. The Timothy Magnuson Memorial Scholarship was set up in honor of Tim's memory by his wife, Jessica Dubinsky, and her parents, Stephen and Candace Dubinsky. I'm pleased that some members of the family are here today, and I'm really thankful for their generosity over the years to support these students in their academic endeavors. This year, we have 2 SoMAS students receiving the scholarship, which is $3,000 each for this next academic year. The junior award goes to Abby Austin, who's a marine vertebrate biology major here at SoMAS, but unfortunately she can't be here today, but I'd like to give her a round of applause for her accomplishment. Our senior recipients here, we heard his name earlier, that's Miles Litzman. Come on up. He's in the 5-year Bachelor and Master's program here at SoMAS.
We would now like to invite Dr. Robert Aller to the podium to present the Noria Protopopescu Memorial Award for Excellence in Teaching.
Thank you. You can't keep the faculty muzzled for too long. Anyway, it's my great honor to give this award this year to Alyssa Stansfield. It's given in honor of Nuria Protopopescu, who is a graduate student at SoMAS from 2005 to 2012 when she died unexpectedly and tragically. She was extremely dedicated to teaching, and she had great gifts in teaching. In addition to her teaching, she did research on biogeochemical sensor development, and she participated in the community to educate people on green chemistry. And those of you who were lucky enough to have known her know she was a real character, and she performed locally in jazz clubs. So it's a real honor to give an award in her memory for a person like Alyssa, who's shown incredible dedication and engagement of students during her time here as a graduate student. And in particular, I can say that the accolades that were written on her behalf were really exceptional. And as I read some of her lectures in going through preparation for this award and selecting people for this award, I can tell you that I wanted to have listened to her give those lectures. And I think that's a strong statement regarding just how gifted and engaged she is. So hopefully Alyssa's here. Yep, Alyssa.
We would now like to invite Dr. Jackie Collier to the podium to present the Pickage Family Endowed Student Research Award.
Yeah, unfortunately, Professor Pickage couldn't be with us today, but that gives me the great honor to announce that the Pickage Family Endowed Student Research Award this year goes to Kimberly Latto, who's a PhD student at SoMAS, working with Professor Leslie Thorne. So let's give Kim a round of applause.
We would now like to invite Dr. Ann Mcelroy to the podium to award the Master of Arts in Marine Conservation and Policy certificates.
Good afternoon. It's my great pleasure and honor to be here handing out the certificates to the Marine Conservation and Policy graduates. I've been told I have roughly a minute to allow them to get up here. So I'd just like to say, this year, standing in for Dr. Alan Pikich as the faculty director, Caitlin and I had a great time with these students. It's a very cohesive, very impressive group of people. We have 15 graduates here today, 3 that actually started in 2020 and stayed on to also earn their graduate certificate in geospatial sciences. It's hard to say quickly. And 12 who joined as a cohort this fall. And I'm really pleased to say they've all worked really hard, all of them doing this, of course, through COVID, without any of the great international field courses we had promised them when they considered coming here, but they have all found their way. They're embarking on internships and capstone projects the rest of this summer and will graduate in August, and we couldn't be more proud of them.
Isabella Betancourt Salcedo. Michael Bowen. Demetrios Carusos. Abigail Costigan. Eleanor Evans. Stella Giangara. Johanna Gruen. Siobhan Keeling. Sarah McDonald. Lindsay Newworth. Jordan Russo. Melanie Shaw Smith. Eric Swan. Carrie Ann Tenney. We would now like to invite Dr. Jackie Collier to the podium to award the Master of Science and doctoral certificates in Marine and Atmospheric Sciences.
All right, last but certainly not least, our hardworking MS and PhD students. We'll start with Maria Grima, whose thesis is using traditional and novel techniques to monitor Shinnecock Bay's crab community. Dr. Ellen K. Pickage, advisor. And Dr. Brad Peterson, standing in. Next, we have Noah Khalsa, whose thesis is evaluating the performance of minimum legal size as a conservation measure for the Gulf of Maine American lobster fishery under climate-driven changes to maturity and growth. Dr. Yang Chen, advisor. Yang can't be here today. Great. Congratulations, Noah. Next, Julia Marcantonio, whose thesis is indoor measurement of volatile organic compounds at the Metropolitan Museum of Art. Another good spot for a thesis project. Dr. John E. Mack, advisor, and John can't be here today. Our next MS graduate is Arlene Sanchez, assessing the geochemistry and habitability of Eridania Basin, Mars, an Icelandic analog study. Dr. Roy E. Price, advisor. Also no Roy. All right, congratulations, Arlene. All right, moving on to our PhD graduates, our newly minted doctors. Luis Medina, whose dissertation, Do Microplastic Contaminants Distort Our Understanding of the Ocean's Carbon Cycle? Gordon T. Taylor, advisor. No, Gordon? There we are, Gordon. Wait. Great, congratulations, Luis. And next, Dr. Adele Molina, From Individuals to Populations, the Impact of Climate Change on the Physiology and Ecology of Northern Blue Crabs, Calanectes sapidus. Dr. Janet Nye, advisor. And again, Dr. Peterson, standing in. Next, we have Alyssa Stansfield, whose dissertation is an exploration of tropical cyclone precipitation under climate change forcings. Dr. Kevin A. Reed, advisor. Great, congratulations. Wenda Zhang, Role of Coherent Ocean Vortices in Mesoscale Eddy Mixing. Dr. Christopher Wolf, advisor. Congratulations, Wenda, either way. And finally, Jean Zhu, a remote sensing-based investigation of microphysics and dynamics of marine boundary layer clouds. Dr. Pavlos Kolias, advisor. And that's Brian Coley standing in for Pavlos.
Well, I'm sorry that we will now bring this exciting celebration of that glorious set of achievements to an end. So off you go to do even bigger and better things. They used to say, make us all proud, but really what you should do is make yourselves proud. Aim high, go far. go far but not too far, always remember that you are SoMAS grads and part of the SoMAS family. Before I finally close it, I want to say thanks first to Jenny Clancy, who worked so hard to make this flawless. You can stop worrying, have a great night tonight. It all went great. And thanks to all the other faculty and staff in SoMAS who made this a great success. Thank you so much for allowing us the privilege of working with you. It's been great. Congratulations to all.
Very nicely done. Stand up there. I don't know how you say all those names.